Good evening, everyone, and happy Friday. It is here. I couldn't wait to bring this to you guys. Where is it? Oh my goodness. Guess what? We have the official public consultation opening today until September 20th, August 7th, 2026 until September 20th. I've just posted it to my pages. The official public consultation from the Ministry of Planning, Lands, Agriculture, Housing and Infrastructure. Public consultation is now open. Listen to this, guys. You don't know how excited I am by this. Your feedback matters. The Ministry of Planning, Lands, Agriculture, Housing and Infrastructure has launched a public consultation on the draft Residential Tenancies Amendment Bill. Woo! I am so excited. I'm sorry. I had to break this. The consultation is open from 7th of August through the 20th of September 2026 and invites tenants, all of you that are on social media complaining, on the talk shows complaining, landlords, property managers, legal professionals, businesses, community organizations, and members of the public to review the proposed amendments and provide feedback. The consultation package includes Draft Residential Tenancies Amendment Bill 2023, high-level overview, frequently asked questions, what's changing at a glance. The bill is a consultation draft only. No final decisions have been made, and your feedback will help inform government's consideration of the proposed amendments. Read the consultation documents and submit your comments at publicconsultation.gov.ky or email residentialtenanciesconsultation@gov.ky. That is RESIDENTIANCIESCONSULTATION@gov.ky. Remember, the consultation period closes on 11:59 p.m. on 20th of September. Guys, that is way over a month. For you guys who join every single day on social medias, on the talk shows, and wherever else you can, on the street corners, and talk about landlord and tenancies reform, now you have your chance. This consultation document can be downloaded online, or you can just send your information, whatever your thoughts are, in by email, even if you don't read the document. Or you can go to the Government Administration Building, that's Glass House, well, no, not Glass House, GAB, and ask for a copy so you can read it. Now, I know many of you may not want to read the documents because it is a number of pages, what they have, but I can tell you I am so excited. Guys, I want to see if you have any questions. I had submitted some feedback some time ago. I am going to do so again. And many of you on here on social media, especially TikTok, and you see me here, there, and everywhere out in the public, and you approach me with your questions and your concerns. Well, now is your chance. Whether you are Caymanian or non-Caymanian, especially if you live here or you've lived here in the past and you're seeing this post, this video. Guys, this made my Friday, and it was just released from the ministry. Let me see. Congratulations to Minister Jay and his team, his government, for putting this out here. It was just released. Look at that. Just released. Not even an hour yet. So anyway, guys, if you have any questions, I have taken notes of some of the things many of you have said since I started these lives. And hold on here, let me see. And like I said, I don't even know what else to say on this live here, but I'm so happy. I am going to hang up on this live and go to Facebook. And yeah, so the Ministry of Planning, Lands, Agriculture, Housing and Infrastructure has put out a public consultation paper. What I wish they would do is do those white papers they used to do years ago, where they simplified these documents and put it in plain language and put it out where the people could get a copy and read it. Because many of you aren't going to read this bill. Many of you. But let me tell you who's going to read it. Real estate agents, brokers, property owners, investors, and major landlords of big developments and properties that are at least over 5 units. I can tell you they're going to read it, or they're going to have someone that's going to read it. I'm willing to read it and make presentation on behalf of somebody with their name on it if they have feedback. Okay, or if you just want to be anonymous and give me your feedback and I can submit it for you and say a member of the public. But I am so excited by this, guys. Woohoo! I am not inviting anyone, and this is not about immigration. But yes, hi ma'am, please may I know I'm working. See, sorry, it's not about immigration tonight, sweetheart. RDK. Thank you, Kevin Stone. Thank you, Flame TV. Yes, so we're finally getting, I know some of my Caymanian people are going to be watching, but they're not going to join the live because they try to be incognito until they see me on the road. But I'm so excited by this. I want you guys, so let me see if I can just log on and see if they've done anything else. Besides, okay, there we go. Guys, this has made my Friday, my August, my 2026. This is the closest they have gotten in many years, I can tell you. This residential tenancies was passed in 2009. And over there somewhere, all this time until 2023. And so, why this matters. Many of you I know have, oh my goodness, many of you I know have Facebook. So I am going to run over to Facebook and do a live there. And then you can join me if you want. I don't want to read this whole long thing for you guys and then have to, well, it's not that long. Let me just go ahead. It's not that long. Okay. The Residential Tenancies Amendment Bill 2023 proposes changes to improve the administration of residential tenancies matters. That means residential means anything that has to do with renting. And tenancy has to do with renting. You're a tenant. Matters in the Cayman Islands. The amendments are intended to strengthen the existing Residential Tenancies Act 2009 by improving dispute resolution, increasing transparency in tenancy agreements, clarifying responsibilities for landlords and tenants, and modernizing certain administrative processes. The bill also proposes changes to improve the governance and administration of residential tenancy matters by establishing a Residential Tenancies Commission. That's what everybody's waiting for, that Residential Tenancies Commission will look at disputes from landlords and tenants. It's like a board, right? The bill is currently a draft, only a draft, and has not yet been approved. Why this matters: proposed amendments to modernize the Residential Tenancies Act 2009 in the following key areas is: number one, governance and administration, establishing a Residential Tenancies Commission to replace the existing Residential Tenancies Commissioner, strengthening governance arrangements, accountability, annual reporting requirements, and clarifying the minister's role in residential tenancy policy. Residential tenancy agreements and documentation, strengthening tenancy documentation requirements by introducing enhanced proof of identity, proof of ownership, and authority to lease provisions. While that means someone representing somebody else to try to rent other people's property and they don't have that authority to do so. Like people that are subleasing rooms and subleasing beds and subleasing living room couches and all that stuff I spoke of last week. proof of ownership and authority to lease provisions, while clarifying registration requirements for eligible long-term tenancy agreements. Again, that goes back to setting out records of how tenancy agreements should be done, should be formed, should be put together for tenants. Tenant and landlord rights and responsibilities, improving transparency and communication by requiring landlords to notify tenants when a rented property is listed for sale. That's another thing a lot of landlords and real estate and property management companies have been doing. Renting these places, and in a matter of weeks or a month, they tell the people they have to move up because the place has been sold. Allowing internet services charges to be treated as tenant outgoings, we're agreed, and clarifying several rights and responsibilities within tenancy agreement. Notices, compliance, and enforcement, updating the methods by which tenancy notices may be served. So that way the landlords and property managers and real estate agents will be aware of how they are supposed to give notices to tenants and how tenants are supposed to give notices to these agencies and people. Introducing additional service options where conventional delivery is not possible. That means WhatsApp, email, and that sort of thing, as opposed to the traditional way of it used to be just by mail or hand delivered. And strengthening enforcement provisions through updated offenses and penalties. It will talk about the types of offenses that can occur in these situations and the penalties that will happen after these offenses have been brought to whether the commission and or potentially the law courts. Legislative modernization and regulatory framework, updating the Residential Tenancies Act to improve administrative efficiency, support clearer processes for landlords and tenants, and ensure the legislation remains fit for purpose while reflecting modern residential tenancies practices. Tenants, landlord, property managers, legal professionals, businesses, community organizations, and members of the wider public are invited to review the proposed amendments and provide feedback before government determines the appropriate way forward. Of course, submissions should be completed no later than 20th of September 2026. How your information will be used, all responses received during the consultation period will be reviewed and considered before any decisions are made regarding the proposed amendment. Following the close of the consultation, the Ministry will publish a summary of the feedback received and outline the next steps on the Public Consultation Hub and gov.ky. It goes on to tell you where your feedback is, where you can send your feedback. Guys, this is what many of us have been waiting for. Congratulations to Minister Jay again and his government. I know the official opposition and the other two independent members, MPs, MP Saunders and MP Seymour, they're all collectively, hopefully, is going to support this once the consultation period is over and they've all reviewed everything. Like I said before, this is the biggest thing to hit the Cayman Islands in terms of legislative changes since immigration. Guys, thank you for watching and listening. Remember to follow, share, and like. I am not inviting anyone for a guest. I see many of you. Yes, sorry, no immigration questions this evening. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in and have a good evening. I'm so excited.